This podcast features sex, swearing, adult themes, and the dubious opinions of a man you've never met. You have been warned. In 2009, I was sharing a house with a guy called Gareth and another guy called Panda. That's not his real name, in case you're wondering. Will, you've met Gareth and Panda on the odd occasion.
I have.
Charlotte, Carol, you've not met Gareth, you've not met Panda.
No.
So it was 2009, and whilst rifling through Gareth's bedroom, I accidentally found his personal handwritten diaries hidden in his locked bedside cabinet.
Okay, this just took a dark turn.
I copied his diaries, and we're all here because I'm going to read them to you, because that's what a good friend does.
Is Gareth all right with this?
Gareth doesn't know.
You're a shit.
This is unethical. I want no part of this.
Also, why am I your friend if this is how you treat friends?
Okay.
Is this even legal?
I know, this could come back on me big time.
Do you not have fear that it will? I mean, he's not a big guy, but you're not exactly a strong man.
No, that's very true. But we'll just plow into it and see how we get on, okay?
Love it.
Okay.
So welcome to my housemate's diary. Hello, I'm Ed. With me, Carol, Charlotte, Will. We might as well get straight on with it. January 2009. Thursday, 1st of January. It's midday and I've already broken 3 resolutions.
Sorry, I'm interjecting. Is there a year for this? Do we know how far?
He said 2009 like 3 times.
It's a good start. It's a good start.
This is why you have to listen when someone's reading. Where were you? What were you thinking about?
I was thinking about poor Panda. I'm not going to lie. I was like, where's he going to come into this? And what has he done?
Well, let's find out.
Okay, 2009.
Set the scene. It's 2009.
Thanks.
January 2009.
Roughly January time.
Yes.
God, this is long. Like, if this is how we've got to
This
a
is
date,
episode 1.
This is a date. All this chat about a fucking date.
I don't trust dates. You just got to check.
Okay.
And it's January, just to be clear.
Yeah, 2009. Okay, we ready?
Yes, sorry, 2009.
January 2009.
Roughly.
Around the time of January 2009. Thursday, the 1st of January. It's midday and I've already broken 3 resolutions. 1, be out of bed by 7:30 a.m. 2, do exercise every morning. 3, don't break any resolutions. I was convinced that by adding that last one, I'd be more likely to stick to them. Might as well break all the others now. The whole thing's ruined. Even before I'd broken those 3 I was losing. Last year, my only resolution was to never make resolutions again. Can't even stick to that. Awful time last night. Why are people so annoyingly happy when the year is about to increase by 1 number? No matter what the date is, people are still going to have to put up with 365 days of their shit lives. Anyone else feel like that about New Year's?
What?
I love New Year.
Yeah, big time.
Do you?
Yeah.
I think it's shit.
Yeah.
Oh, look,
You're in the Gareth camp then?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm not so down on like the whole year like he is. I don't hate 360. I just think New Year's Eve is an anticlimax.
I agree. But I have remedied that by always going abroad. I don't do it in London.
Clang.
Yeah. Say New York. Say Copenhagen.
Wow.
And then suddenly it's just a lot better because you're not
Yeah,
expecting
I bet
too
it
much.
is.
Yeah.
Life of the rich and famous. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just like stuck in like on someone's sofa going, where we going? And everyone going, I don't know.
I'm just watching The Hootenanny and
Jules Holland.
yeah, that's all you can do.
It wasn't the same for me once they took Clive James off the box, if I'm honest.
How old are
Oh
you?
yeah, how old are you?
All right.
2009, he was 64.
Big year.
We go on. Panda's asleep on the sofa with that girl he pulled. How comes I can talk to a girl all night and not have them show a shred of interest, whereas he can tell one that he sees dead people and before you know it, they're sucking each other's faces off? If I didn't have Hannah, I doubt I'd ever have sex again.
I don't think I've ever fallen asleep on the sofa with someone else.
I have.
Have you?
Yeah, at a house party.
But that's passing out.
No. We fell asleep in the person's arms.
It sounds like Panda's passed out as well, to be honest.
Oh,
They
fine.
both have.
Oh, you didn't.
Sure it was consensual, though.
Move swiftly on, shall we?
Friday, 2nd of January. Still 2009. Really glad I didn't take today as holiday like everyone else. Pretty much had the whole office to myself. And as Andrew wasn't in, I could get away with doing absolutely no work. It's not like I'm going to get a promotion anytime soon, so why should I care? They should have just fired me.
Why is he so down in the dumps about everything?
If you'd met Gareth, you'd know that's his MO. I mean, you've met him a few times, but what are your thoughts on Gareth?
I can't remember a lot of him.
Yeah, that's Gareth.
He's quite like a beige man.
Oh, man.
Like, just not very.
He's the kind of guy where you'd read in the paper at some point that, oh, he's done this thing. You'd be, yeah, of course he has.
He's got
He's a Netflix documentary waiting to happen.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
those shark eyes.
Yeah.
What does he do for work? What's his office he's in?
No spoilers.
Oh, all right.
I thought we could ask questions.
You can, but every answer is going to be no
Is
spoilers.
it still 2009?
No spoilers.
Is this a time travel thing? I need to know now.
Oh, I hope it's time travel.
Yeah, oh, wouldn't that be brilliant?
So good.
Oh, we should have done a time travel one. Screw this.
If this is a sci-fi, I'm in. Because up until now, I've not been that into the New Year stuff.
Oh, you haven't?
But you know, time travel.
Well, soon we'll be on the 3rd of January, so we'd have passed the New Year
But
stuff.
still
and
2009.
he writes
In
every
many
yeah.
ways,
Does he write
traveling
every-
through time.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Ended up spending most of the day gluing the word Friday over all the days on my desk calendar. Now, whenever I look at it, it's a little fix of calm because it's Friday. Always Friday.
That makes no sense. Like,
You wouldn't do that?
It's just become useless and therefore more frustrating.
It would make you hate Fridays,
Yeah.
I think.
It's like when you set like your favorite song to your alarm and then you can't listen to that ever again, and you just ruined that. So now you've ruined Fridays.
Well, he's going to continue because I'm going to do the same thing at home. Sunday nights will never feel the same again.
This guy's a psycho.
It makes no sense. What do you mean they'll never feel?
Because it's Friday. No work
It's not
tomorrow.
Friday.
It's Friday.
It's not Friday.
Well, you tell Gareth.
This is delusional.
Yeah, he's fucking flawed. He's what?
Off to pick up Hannah. Bought her some flowers on the way
Who's
home.
Hannah?
Girlfriend, keep
Girlfriend. He's mentioned earlier. Where
Not in any impactful way.
if I didn't have Hannah, I doubt I'd ever have sex again. It could be just a regular
Hook up.
hookup.
Yeah.
But I can.
There you go. So it wasn't explicit.
No
Thank you.
spoilers. Hannah is his girlfriend.
So some spoilers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Off to pick up Hannah. Bought her some flowers on the way home from work. They got a bit crushed on the cycle back, but the thought's there. Saturday, 3rd of January,
Thank you.
2009.
Thanks.
Hannah hasn't broken any of her resolutions. I told her I hadn't either. I also told her that one of my resolutions was to watch her play with herself until she comes.
Wow.
Oh,
Whoa,
I'm not
this
sure.
took a turn.
This is,
She refused,
this
so
is-
that's 4 resolutions broken now.
Also, how's that? That's not his resolution. That's
that's and also I don't think I could write that to myself, like in a diary, let alone.
I want to go back to the bit where he just puts Friday on the
Yeah,
calendar.
that was. Remember the times when?
Oh, the happy days when
Only
he's
we could
doing
time
Friday.
travel back to that Friday moment. Oh, that's crass.
Moving swiftly on.
Sorry, can you just go back to what he wanted to do? What he wanted her to do?
You joking?
No, I genuinely think we should talk about that. What did he want her to do? Finger herself.
I also told her that one of my...
Carol, Carol, say it slowly. Yeah, slower.
Go on, Ed.
Say it again.
Carol, why are you salivating?
Yeah. Why, like, really picking up on like it was dull up until here, but now someone's frigging themselves off. I'm in.
But you guys are like, I want to go back to Friday. What the hell? This guy, I want to know what his practice is.
It's just got interesting.
It's quite insightful as to who he is.
I also told her that one of my resolutions is to watch her play with herself until she comes. She refused, so that's 4 resolutions broken
Play with
now.
yourself. It sounds.
Also, he didn't put that in his resolutions that he laid out on the 1st
He
of
sounds a
January.
liar.
To himself.
Yeah. He's lying to her. Yeah.
This is not a nice quality. I've come to find out in relation to this.
Also, that's so unsexy if somebody
Play with yourself.
asked me to do that.
Oh, it's my resolution that you wank.
No, but
That's not a thing you can put on someone else, is it?
It's
You
your-
should be wanking me off.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah.
You
should
can
be
wank
wanking
someone
me
off, I think.
A girl.
You,
can wank a
you
guy.
specifically, Karen.
You can wank off a girl. Yeah, you can say.
You can wank anything off.
You can
Yeah.
wank.
Wank it off. You can't wank a clit off. That's wrong, right?
Well,
You don't wank it,
Don't-
but you don't wank a.
Google wanker click it off. Click off. You will
You
find.
don't wank it. You
What do you do,
Flick it
Carol?
off, you flick it off.
You
rub it
don't
off.
flick it off. See, that's just another.
Just for the benefit, Carol did do a little hand motion just then.
You can't. You don't flick. Oh, flick me off, would you?
Yeah, but a clip you do. You don't
Would you?
wank off a clip.
Would you? I like would you? Oh, would you?
Yeah, but you don't like.
don't wank
Yeah,
off
but
the
like
clip.
I'm just all I'm saying is a flick is like a saying. Like you don't sit there actually flicking it.
Can
you not?
everyone stop doing hand stuff?
You can hear that one. Though.
Yeah, that was noisy.
Yeah, that's ASMR.
You don't want to go with Will. You never
Go
sit
with.
down for a week.
Go with. I do think you are 65.
Yeah, are you courting? Are you courting? Have you got to the flicking off stage?
She refused, so that's 4 resolutions broken now. She says one of my resolutions should be to decorate my room. So quite different
I thought
wants
you were
from
gonna
each
say,
other.
With my vag juice.
What? Are you always going to take it
I'm
here?
not. I'm just saying
Vag juice.
the way his mind works. Isn't
Yeah.
it? It's like he surprises you, isn't it?
Well, yeah, a little.
My resolution
You
is
surprised
to-
me, if I'm honest.
Wank you off, and then it's decorate with my vag paint.
Still Saturday, 3rd January. Still 2009.
Jesus. When's it going to be 2010? I hope things get better.
Took Hannah to a fancy new pub restaurant place in Boreham called The Lion. Really nice food was ruined by a family of posh twats sat on the table next to us. One of the kids was called Tobias, another called Teddy. There was also a really ugly girl and another boy that was a moon-faced Rick Astley lookalike who I truly believe will grow up to be the ultimate cunt. Strong opinions
Very
about some
strong.
kids there.
I'm
Is
Rick
Gareth fit?
No.
He's all right. He's not unattractive.
All
Out of
right.
10?
Is Will fit?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Then yes, Gareth's fit.
Will, everybody is very, very handsome.
Thank you. That's
The voice
benefit of a
matches the
podcast.
face.
I can be anything.
Why does that matter? Are you thinking because he's so cunty that if he's fit, you're sort of letting this go?
Yeah, I kind of.
Or attractive people more arseholes.
Well, attractive people generally don't care about how other people look because they're just hot themselves. So it just makes me think that he must be really unattractive.
He's not hot to trot to delve into my 65-year-old
How old
mindset.
are you? This is deceiving.
Yeah, but then he talked earlier about the fact that he struggled to bang anyone, didn't he? So yeah, I think
Yeah.
he's pretty rancid.
He's got issues. Like, he's got some anger.
Serious anger.
Serious anger. Their mum asked, "So how are you finding the new nanny?" The Rick Astley turd said, "We just look for her around the house and there she is." He thought he was so fucking funny. The mum looked at him like he was a delightful wit when he said, "I really make you laugh, don't I, mummy?" I mean, those kids would piss me off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know they're kids, but
I wouldn't go home and write about it in my diary.
No, I think writing about kids in your diary is a bit odd.
Yeah, especially
I don't
after-
even notice them.
Oh, it's like, oh, one day I'm going to write about my girlfriend wanking herself off. Next
Then
day,
the next.
loads of kids.
And you've noticed enough that they look like Rick Astley. And then
yeah.
that's stuck in your mind.
To be fair, it was 2009 Rick rolling time.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Very possible.
Absolutely classic Rick
Yeah.
rolling
Rick
time.
roll. I think it was just on the brain.
Okay. The girl was complaining that she could see dust in her lemonade. She told the waitress to go and make her a better one. Her mum and dad looked on smiling at what a rude piece of shit they had spawned. I hope they burned in a crash on their way home.
So you've met this man, obviously.
I lived with
but
him
you
for a
lived
long
with him,
time.
but To say that they hope that they burn a crash on the way home.
That's classic Gareth.
But why is he so angry, I guess, as a person that's lived with him?
No spoilers.
Oh wow.
What?
Can I have a question?
you
No,
can't-
okay, why is Gareth so angry? Well, it's probably not a spoiler to say he doesn't have much luck or hasn't had much luck with the opposite sex, and that rankles with him.
Right, he's an incel,
Yes.
right?
Which is an
Okay.
involuntary celibate for... Is that right?
I don't know, but continue
is
mansplaining
correct.
to me what
No,
an
no,
incel
no.
is. That's a good
All
start.
right, Rishi Sunak, that'll date it.
Is it? It was a question, sorry. It wasn't a
I'm
mansplaining.
joking. Yeah, no,
it was,
I think that is what it is.
Oh, it's a hot... I can't
Right,
say
you
anything.
stupid bitch. I'll tell you what an incel is.
Note to self, do not ask questions.
Someone else will be doing Will's role next time
No,
on
I'm
the podcast.
kidding. That is, I don't know.
I don't know. I was asking.
no,
It's correct. I can confirm that's correct.
No, and not that I would ever challenge you, Carol. or it can be whatever we want it to be.
Right. Okay. Gareth's freaking me out.
Gareth, Gareth isn't very good at showing his emotions. He is very insular, which is probably why the diaries are good for him to vent. He bottles it all up, and he's never really talked to me about feelings or anything like that. He's just quite flat.
Okay.
So this is obviously where he goes to escape.
So this is his.
This is essentially this is him venting.
But does anyone here ever kept a diary?
Yes.
Years ago.
Like as a teenager, yeah.
I never did. Did it help you, Ben?
Well, this is what I'm finding interesting about Gareth is that when I wrote my teenage diaries, I would talk about how I felt. He's not really talking about how he feels. He's just talking
more like a monologue.
Vitriol.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So that's why it's hard to understand him, other than being really.
It's
angry.
kind of, yeah. I see what you mean, because it's not like, yeah, exactly as you said. Not explaining. I'm
Will's
No,
getting
I
evils.
think what you meant was that.
I think you meant what you said. Actually,
I agree with everything that you say always, and thank you.
I'm sorry, Will.
Is anyone else dry in the throat? With that, I never had a diary, but because I never could bring I always found it strange writing to myself, but I think
the
it's
thing?
a healthy thing to do. But
so do you think Gareth wrote this purely for himself, or do you think he hoped someone like you might find it and understand a bit more?
It was locked away really well. Sunday, 4th of January, 2009. There was a book called The Standing Pool in the bookshop window. When I initially glanced at it, I thought it said poo instead of pool.
Sorry, that's my level where we found it.
I wasn't interested after I did a double take and realised my mistake. So if the book had been called The Standing Poo, Gareth's like, yeah, that's for me.
Yeah.
But as it's The Standing Pool, no, move on.
This is the first time I've been with Gareth.
Yeah, and I can see that.
the standing pull, what would that be
It's
about?
nothing. Standing poo, absolutely
I
hilarious.
don't
I'd love
Also,
to see it.
I'm trying to visualize it.
See, like, one of my resolutions was that you do a standing poo in front of me.
yeah. You could. That's an impossibility, right? Well, no, it's impossible. But I'm just thinking of the physics. Sorry.
On we go. It's something to try out after.
Yeah.
Smashed another resolution by not calling at mum and dad's this weekend. Ed came back today.
You.
Hey,
there he
famous,
is.
famous. He had a worse New Year's than me. Broke up with Sarah. He put on a brave face, but I could tell he was pretty cut up about it, especially when I listened through his door and heard him crying. He needs to man up. They were only together a year or something.
Do you remember that time?
It was closer to 2 years.
Oh.
It was a bad time.
Did she spend a lot of time in your house?
Yeah.
Did they not get on with each other?
Yeah.
This guy, man.
Yeah. This guy.
How do you feel about the way he's spoken about you?
I can let it go because I know Gareth and I know that he wouldn't really be that bothered. I mean, if you wanted to talk to Gareth about something, he would listen. He'd listen and he'd offer advice. I think if I'd have cried in front of him, he'd have sort of, oh, there you go.
Oh, he just doesn't know how to deal
Yeah.
with emotion.
And before you stumbled across these diaries, were you? Did you ever think that he was thinking these things about you, or?
I thought he didn't care.
Yeah.
It didn't really matter. He had his life, even though me, him and Panda, we got on really well. We had our own feels. We're quite different people. Very different, having read some of this. Monday, 5th of January. Snow! Not masses, but enough to make it exciting yet dangerous on my way to work. Everyone was back today. Something was wrong with my email, so I had to wait an hour for them to fix it. This place really puts the shh into IT support. Martin seemed sad. Shh, it.
that-
Puts the shh.
IT.
Puts the
Thank you.
shh.
Sorry, I missed the wordplay.
There you go. I mean, he's a real wit.
Yeah, I was just.
He's doing wordplay in his own diary to assume amuse himself. I'd like to know if he read them back, whether it was just a vent.
Yeah.
Because I never read. I wrote diaries when I was younger. I gave up pretty quickly. or I'd get really behind, and then I just had to fill up every day because I hated leaving blank days.
Same.
So it'd be like watched Red Dwarf, watched Red Dwarf, watched Red Dwarf.
Which is an impossibility back then because it wasn't on every day.
Yeah.
So
No.
you lied to yourself.
He means the actual, just the space.
Yeah, I had a telescope space thing.
Yeah, he was
Explain
just-
what
he
a
was
Red
with-
Dwarf is, Will,
He's
to
with
the lady.
Galileo.
Is it? Thank you. I'm educating myself.
Martin seems sad.
Who's Mark?
Who the fuck's
We're at
Martin?
work, so
Okay.
Martin
Right, well,
works.
say it. Set
Yeah.
up the scene.
Well, I'm reading what he's written.
I know. I'm talking to him.
He's not going to explain who every character is. This is a
There's
diary.
a lot of assumed knowledge.
But I can tell you, Martin works at his work. Martin seems sad. What with him and Ed moping about, I'm actually feeling pretty good about myself. If only I could crush Panda Spirit in some way, then I'd be 3 people happier. Haven't had that in a long time. I should call Simon.
Another one I don't know.
Yeah,
Paul
Simon's another
Paul
friend.
Simon.
Paul
Yeah.
Simon.
Paul Simon.
What's
I
wrong with
should-
Art Garfunkel?
I should call Simon. With the size of his depression, I'd be boosted into double figures. On the negative side, though, I'd have to speak to Simon. So that would bring me right back down again.
Oh my
Who
god.
does he like? Does he
This
even like
guy.
you? Who does he like?
I think he likes me. I thought he liked me.
I don't want him to like me, and I've only met him a couple times. He was just non-offensive.
He loved
if
you.
I knew this was going on,
He
inside-
loved you. You're probably in here somewhere.
Let's hope so.
Tuesday, 6th of January. Ed's still down, but at least I can talk to him now without it looking like he's going to start sobbing in front of me. I just have to be careful not to mention the opposite sex, otherwise it could set him off. How is it at the age of 28, I've only just realised be careful is 2 words, not 1. It's like when I discovered February had 2 R's in it. Mind blown. Indeed, that's another one. 2 words rather than 1.
What?
Right, I get
Okay.
indeed, but be careful. No
Well, I don't
one's
understand that
ever
one.
thought that be careful was 1 word.
Has he got an accent?
No,
Where's
he's,
Gareth from?
he's Essex.
So yes,
Be careful. Yeah,
Also,
yeah.
this has moved on like really bizarrely. Like, I feed off other people's misery, and then like, oh, did you know February has 2 R's? It's like very confusing.
Yeah.
Just Googled Indeed. It is 1 word. So I've gone from spelling it right to spelling it wrong, and I'm now back to spelling it right again. Maybe I'll just write in fact instead, although I've no idea if that's 1 word or 2 either.
in fact, is
It's 2. He says here. No idea if it's 1 word or 2 either. It's 2. So he's looked that up.
Oh, he has.
He's looked that up. Wednesday, 7th of January. They've installed a new air fresh fucking hell. The flip-flops that go on these pages. They've installed a new air freshener in the toilets at work.
Oh my god.
It has a timer on it and automatically counts down before spraying. Because the ceilings are so low in there, they couldn't place it very high. I got a faceful as I entered before lunch. I can still taste it now.
I'm longing for the days of him wanking off his girlfriend.
I
to
know.
be honest.
Thank you.
Yeah.
James spent the day mocking me for all the Fridays on my calendar. When he was at lunch, I smacked his pencils on the floor to break the lead within. Good luck sharpening those buggers.
Whoa.
That is
Air
violent.
fresheners to broken pencils. He's not very confrontational, as you can see.
see that.
It's like he could have...
Pass ag.
Yeah.
Passive aggressive.
He is-
Oh, thanks for that.
Yeah. So he could have said something to James about the Fridays, why he'd done it, or that sort of thing, but no.
He doesn't like to do
He's secretly smashed his pencils lead.
He's psycho.
But not blunted them. He's quite clever about it. He's not blunted them because you could see that. He's smashed the lead within.
Internal fracture.
Yeah. So that
What does he do? Like, I haven't used a pencil in years.
Yeah, he works in IT. It's like the opposite of
he-
pencils.
No, yeah, he's not in IT. So he worked or works. No spoilers. I don't say what he does now, whether he's still there or not. But he works or worked for a company that does traffic data analysis, a subsidiary company for the council. So a company does traffic data analysis and supply that information to the council.
TDA.
That's very specific. So he
I
mainly
don't know what his role precisely is,
Yeah.
but that's what they do. Like, they analyze roads, and I think
To
they
be fair, I
design
put
new
Friday
roads.
every day on the calendar. I'm with him. I'm with him.
Okay, he may need pencils.
Okay. Thursday, 8th of January. Spent the day testing myself against the air freshener.
Testing himself.
Yep. Spent the day testing myself against the air freshener dispenser. It sprays every 21 minutes and 13 seconds according to the countdown timer when it restarts the cycle after spraying. When I was in there, I looked at what remained on the countdown clock and added that to 2 lots of the 21 minutes and 13 seconds it takes to do a full cycle. My plan was to walk in there exactly as it's spraying, ducking to avoid getting it in the face as I did so. So he's
Why?
so the air freshener displays how long it's going to be until it does the next squirt.
Mm-hmm.
He wants it to do several cycles and then be able to do the maths and then time it right so he goes in there as it sprays.
Is this like a game?
It's a game.
Fuck me.
I mean, if you work for a company that did traffic data analysis for the council, you'd be coming up with games as well.
What was the time on that?
So it sprays every 21 minutes and 13 seconds.
Oh, I thought you said 21 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. What was he going to do in 21
Yeah.
seconds?
Probably Romeo's first.
When I was in there, I looked at what remained on the
Music.
countdown clock. When I was in there, I looked at what remained on the countdown clock and added that to 2 lots of the 21 minutes and 13 seconds it takes to do a full cycle. My plan was to walk in there exactly as it's spraying, ducking to avoid getting it in the face as I did so. It was hard to do the maths because I suck at maths, especially time maths, and it doesn't count down whilst it's spraying, and that takes a few seconds. But around 45 minutes later, I went in there to see if I would achieve my goal. I didn't. In fact, I was out by quite a bit, so the challenge continues.
Wouldn't you just use your phone?
Yeah.
Was he just trying to
But
count?
wouldn't you just not do this?
I think, as always, Charlotte has a very good point. Wonderful.
Absolutely terrified of me.
Friday, 9th of January. Still not managed to beat the air freshener. Had a stopwatch running on my phone and everything, counting up to the point when it's done a few cycles and I expected it to spray. If only I could pay the same level of attention to my actual work, I might finally get a promotion.
I don't think he would.
If he gets promoted, I mean, what
no
says a
hope for any
lot
of us.
about
Not seeing Hannah tonight now. They've got welcome drinks for some people at her work who started this week. She asked if I wanted to go, but I really didn't want to, so I told her I wasn't feeling well. I don't think she believed me because rather than being sympathetic, she ended up in a pissy mood.
Is Hannah fit? Be honest.
Yeah, Gareth's punching. But not massively
Not her,
punching.
obviously.
And on we go. Saturday, 10th of January. Met Hannah in town as she wanted to go clothes shopping. Had to pretend I was now feeling better. She got some smart new work clothes in the sales. I bought her a pair of really skimpy knickers that have ribbons you can undo at the sides.
Oh, God.
They're
It's got a hole in the gusset as well, isn't it?
Oh, don't say gusset,
You know
Carol.
what I
What
mean.
is your level,
What
right?
is his level?
I'm sorry, but you've said worse things than he
He's
has.
leading.
He never
I can
said
see it.
gusset.
I can see it. Ed's working towards it. I can see it coming. I can
That-
see it coming.
They're amazing. It was so hot having her naked in bed apart from those, undoing one side and then the other before slowly peeling them open.
Wait, oh Jesus!
Like an orange, like a ripe orange.
He said like a ripe orange.
No,
Was
no,
your
that was
ad-lib?
me. That was me.
Don't ad lib.
She really got off on it too. Maybe I should make some boxer shorts that do the same thing and wear them for her as a joke.
That's quite funny.
It is very funny.
Doesn't say if he did. Well, I think we'll leave it there for this episode.
You got to round it off though. You can't leave it like that, can you?
You want me to finish the year?
No, not the year. Oh, not the year.
No, we'll come
The
back.
week?
We will,
We've done the week.
we will return for Sunday, the 11th
God,
of
he's
January.
absolutely fascinating. He is so angry and so horny.
Which is
And-
not a good combination.
Yeah, and so destructive at work. I find him fascinating.
Okay.
And I'm still not totally sure that you should have done what you did, but I'm enjoying it.
You've become a nicer bloke in my eye. Like at the start of this, I thought, what a prick. And then now I'm thinking you might be doing a public
It's
service.
true.
It could be therapy.
Yeah.
That is
yeah.
true.
Or a police report.
Yeah.
At the very least.
Or push him over the edge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Your ears just heard my housemate's diary. Many thanks to Charlotte, Carol and Will for supplying their voices. Many thanks to Gareth for unknowingly supplying the words. Use that like, subscribe, follow button, the bell thing, whatever that is, alarm probably, I don't know. Essentially what other people on podcasts ask you to do that on ours. If you'd like to read Gareth's diaries, then head over to myhousematesdiary.com where hundreds of entries are waiting for you. Music was by Reteps. Check them out at reteps.net. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell your enemies, just don't tell Gareth.